where we can't really get our voices heard. So we're going to try again. But our podcast will continue on because we've been talking the whole time. So if
All
you
right,
all
I just got the notification.
I'm sorry, but just remember, we are still here. We're still broadcasting. And the funny thing was, on my end, it showed we were still transmitting.
Yeah, I
On
see you're
everybody
alive
else-
on my end right here.
Yeah, on everybody else's end, we weren't transmitting, but we are now. So let's see how long that lasts.
Hey, but you know what, guys? I take great pride in that we're being shut down. It means that our voices are being heard, and it's rubbing people the wrong way on the wrong side of the fence, and that we are getting out there, and it's pissing off some people. So I take pride in that. We're doing the right thing, and we're making our voices heard. And they want to shut us down. They're taking the effort to shut us down. So I take pride in that.
Gordon, what do you think's going on, man, with all this?
Well, I think it's fairly evident. I think that I think they're monitoring us, and I think that we aren't going with their leftist agenda that has actually been put in writing.
Yes, sir.
And the rules of conduct that have actually been put in writing by the left of what they're willing to accept and what they're not willing to accept. And we don't fit that mold. We don't fit that cookie cutter. So if we don't fit that mold and we don't fit that cookie cutter, we're going to be shut down and paused and kicked off as often as they can possibly do it.
I think the word is canceled. I think we got canceled for a few minutes.
Are we cancel cultured?
Hey.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Hello, Anthony Larimore.
It's not just us. There's a
That
lot
is
of
one of
shows
my
on YouTube
friends.
getting canceled right now.
Yep. It
Louder
is.
with Crowder.
But they are, I'm
Gentlemen.
looking on here, they are definitely prohibiting us from getting out very much, guys. So please
Really?
share us to your page. Please share us to all your pages anywhere you can, because what they're doing is they're not letting us get out on regular social media would to everybody. So they're kind of like, they don't really want us to be heard. So please share it out to everybody so that people can join in.
So Eddie, is that on Be Live only, or is that on Facebook, or what? What are they actually canceling?
We are on
Our
Facebook
feed?
and YouTube. Facebook and YouTube both.
So they're canceling both of those.
We will be canceled on YouTube. We got canceled on our last show, and here we're being canceled on Facebook as we speak.
Wow.
Anthony Larimore made a response that he doesn't know all of the guys here. He's new to the podcast, but he does know Rick. And he says Rick is a damn good guy. Rick, you've been feeding him all kinds of lies for a while, huh?
He has. Rick has.
I've been feeding him for a while now. Take it easy on him now. He's my new
Hey
man.
Anthony, how you doing, man?
I've got a lot of guys on air here that I've got a lot of guys on air here that I've given invites and told them about our show and what we stand for and what we will and will not put up with, and they want to hear us.
Everybody,
and I think America
just
wants
be
to hear
advised,
us,
we're being
gentlemen.
squished. So if you will share us to your pages and all other pages that you might be a member of, any other groups, especially conservative groups, heck, share us out to the far left too. We don't care.
Yeah.
Out.
Let them have it.
Yeah, share us out as much as you can, because Facebook is stopping us from getting out. So is YouTube, and we need to get out.
Facebook? Is it working? All right, it's working on Facebook right now on her end.
Yeah, we're live on Facebook right now.
Okay. Well, Anthony, welcome to the group, man, and it's good to have you.
Yeah, definitely glad to have you on here. Continue on with there, Gordon.
One of the other things I wanted to discuss is one of the big things that we've all had to live with over the last 6 to 8 months to a year is the small known group named BLM. I don't know if y'all remember us talking about that group before.
Big long meat, yeah.
Those idiots. Yeah,
those idiots. Well,
yeah,
several of those people have gone as far as to say that everyone here, with the exception of Rick, we all need to sell everything that we own and take and give all of everything that we own to an African American household. We need to let them have our homes. We need to let them have our cars. We need to let them have our incomes to pay reparations to that nationality.
Here's the
And
problem.
at the same time, give me a second. Give me a second. At the same time, there was a news article today that one of the co-founders of BLM went and purchased a multi-million-dollar property.
Imagine that.
Now, if my history, and I know that's a bad word these days,
Hmm.
my history serves me correctly, we have a lot of Irish Americans, a lot of Italian Americans, and a lot of Chinese Americans, people who came from the Orient back in the old days, who were held as slaves a lot longer.
Hmm.
But they don't have an organization where they're able to go buy multi-million-dollar properties. And if this organization really stands for everything it's supposed to, then why is a co-founder now suddenly able to go buy a multi-million-dollar facility in a house?
Probably because the white people then gave in, or some white people gave in to that and said, all right, yeah, you can have everything. I own my bank account included. But let me tell you something. Nobody gave me anything. I had to earn everything I had. So I'll die giving it up to somebody that doesn't earn it.
Right.
That's
That's
right.
the way I look at it.
Good, gentlemen. I got to bring this up real fast. Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola
Yeah.
has a slogan on the can that says,
geez.
"Don't be so white."
Yeah.
Don't be so white.
Yeah. I quit drinking Coke and now I just drink
I want to
beers.
be
So.
anymore. So I guess I'll go roll around in the mud and just darken myself up a bit. I don't know what. This is just bullshit. All this crap that's going on is turning this into a fucking race war.
It is.
It's going to be. It's going to be a fucking race war
Yep.
because of the fucking idiot liberals and far lefters.
But
This is just bullshit. I'm
here's
getting pissed.
here's the problem, Eddie. The race war, it won't be between, say, just black and white folks. It's going to be between white and white folks because it's other white people
No.
that are doing this shit. They're the ones that's pushing this agenda. You got a small clan of BLM.
Dude, I am friends with a ton of black people that do not fall or believe in any of this bullshit.
They don't go for it. They're not
And
playing
they're
this shit.
with us.
Yeah.
They're with us.
Yeah.
Because we're all together. We're all human beings. We're all real people.
Exactly.
We don't have to do with any of this racist bullshit that the far left is pushing. And what they're doing is they're turning this whole damn thing into a race war. And what people are falling for it. Not us, not a lot of us, but a lot of people are falling for it. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to turn into a race war and people are going to get killed. People are going to get shot. People are going to die for nothing because of these idiots that we have out here.
Well, you got Joe Biden out there hollering Jim Crow when it's actually Joe Crow. It's what it is. It's not Jim Crow, it's Joe Crow. Jim Crow back in the day, that was a slaughterhouse, man. It was bad. They were not allowing folks to vote, and there were people getting killed in the street. That is not what this is for. He's hollering Jim Crow today, but they're issuing multiple ballots to people's houses. Man, I'll tell you, he's more concerned about the laws in Georgia as far as voting goes versus the border. That cocksucker. Joe Biden hadn't been down to the friggin' border once, not once.
Dude,
Neither has
Joe
Camel
Biden.
Toe area. Neither one of them are they're worthless. They haven't been down to the border not one time.
Joe Biden couldn't manage the fucking McDonald's, and he's over here managing the fucking United States of America because a bunch of morons fucking voted him in to that position. What kind of shit's that?
Well, I think all these morons are starting to see this buyer's remorse, and that's what I'm saying about the hypocrisy of it. They're starting to see this shit. They're going, oh my God, we voted out somebody because we didn't like the way he tweeted or we didn't like the way he spoke. And then we ended up with this fucking idiot in the office. They didn't know who they were voting for. They just wanted Trump out. That's it. They just wanted Trump out of office. They didn't know who they were voting for. And now they got this guy, this freaking old crusty ass fossil that don't know his ass from a hole in the ground. Can't even fucking give a speech. This man, you know what, Rick?
Rick, go ahead. Jump in there, man.
Shit.
6-8 months ago, okay, when we were starting this program and we were talking about this very issue, I remember every one of us talking about they're going to turn it into a race thing. And I remember us talking and saying, it isn't a brown thing. It isn't a black thing. It isn't a white thing. It isn't a yellow thing. And we kept on that because we wanted people to know that my skin is no different than yours. My blood is just as red as yours. Your heart is just like mine. What we believe as a nation and as a people and as a whole. And we've not let go of that. And I hope people understand that even as we talk right now, that we will not let go of our basic beliefs in each other as far as being human and being decent and being the only thing that's keeping the thread of life together is people like you and I. And that's what it's going to take. And that's what it's going to take even from now. I heard you a while ago ask what is it going to take for us to stand up to what's going on. I don't know. I don't know how much longer this United States is going to be held together. I don't know what's holding it together now, because we do have people coming up from the border. Do you realize how many illegal immigrants have been let into the United States within the last month alone? 280,000.
That's amazing. You know, and I'm going to tell you something else, Rick. We had a prisoner transport over to Del Rio, to Valverde County, just the other day. It was crazy. Deputy came back and said, you just wouldn't believe what's going on over there. It's a total shit show. This is what we're putting up with, folks. Gordon, jump in.
You know, I checked out what the current approval ratings were for Biden and group. With Democrats, his current approval rating is 47%. 47% of people agree with what he's doing over the people in the Democratic Party. The independents, that number has gone from 48% that agree with him to 27% that agree with what he is doing.
It's trash.
Republicans that think Joe Biden is doing a good job, 5%. Well, he's got some numbers. They're 5%. But I think those were old people who were confused on what the question was when they answered.
Yeah, right.
You know, I'm sad. You know, the last few weeks I've sat and I've listened to you guys talk, and I, haven't said a whole lot. I've listened to y'all, and I've taken in, and I'm saddened because I see where this country is headed. I see where this country is going, and I see what is coming at us. And everybody says, well, if you just think differently, then it will be the light at the end of the tunnel that you're seeing. And the only light that I'm seeing is a fucking freight train.
Yes.
Now, people say, don't worry, Trump is still in charge. Trust the plan. Yeah, no.
Bullshit.
If Trump was still in charge, then we wouldn't be here. He would have already stepped back in.
Yeah,
I had an in-depth conversation with a couple of people who have said, oh, well, the military is just everybody's waiting for the right time. No, there is no right time.
No. And here's the thing, though. Trump, and I've said this before, he's more dangerous where he's at right now than where he was in the Oval Office. Right now, he's more dangerous. You know why? Because they cannot touch him for speaking his mind. They can't impeach a civilian. They can't do shit to him. Like a loose cannon. And you know what? He's a loose cannon with over 800 million freaking people that are following him.
Yeah. And he's got his own website coming up now, and he's going to do his own social media platform too.
Yeah, absolutely. And guess who's
going to have to share this show to that platform when it comes out.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be on it, gentlemen. But this is the thing. He is more dangerous right now than where he was when he was president.
I think
we need somebody else in there similar to him when it's that time. But we don't need him in there. We need him where he's at, because he can do it.
I think Don Jr. is going to run. I really do. Don Jr. he's been being a lot more vocal, since then. And man, I tell you what, he's really he denies that he's going to run. He's kind of like on the fence with it. but I think it's between Donald Trump Jr., Ted Cruz. I think Ted's kind of pushing forward a little bit by hearing some of the stuff that I hear,
I'm gonna go
daily
with Ted
on radio.
Cruz.
But Ted's
Cruz. I'm going to
Cruz,
support Cruz, and I'm going to tell you why.
Cruz is a beast, man.
Cruz is trying to do a lot for
Yep.
Texas and America, not just Texas, but he's trying to do a lot for everybody.
Yeah.
And I think if he runs, we really need to push him. Anthony says Trump is a genius. Mike Lindell has all the proof on his website. Have you seen it? He has 2 documentaries showing all of the evidence. Yes, he does, Anthony. And he is a genius. And he knows that he's dangerous where he's at. And he's going to continue being dangerous. Rick?
Well, hey, before Rick, hold on 1 second, Rick. I got a request for you. I want you to move to your left about 2 foot. Move to your left about 2 foot. And I want you to explain to everyone why your flag is up. I know why it is, but I want you to explain to our audience why that flag is upside down and what is the significance behind that.
I'd flown that flag for a long time in front of my house. Every morning I went out and presented the colors. Every night I went out and retired those colors. And after what happened to this election and to this country, it is under military jurisdiction and under military code that if any country is in any kind of distress, that American flag should be flown upside down. That flag will not be flown right side up until this country is righted. And I will continue to support anybody and everybody who has the guts to sit there and actually say, we are a country in
Amen,
distress.
Rick. That's awesome.
Absolutely. Thank you for sharing that, Rick.
And real quick, just to let everybody know, James in his studio has his flag as well flying upside down.
Yes, sir. Yep. Out here is
Yes, you do,
the only
don't you,
flag I
brother?
have here is that's the only flag I have outside right now because I'm detached from my studio right now. So I gotta have my Houdat Nation out here. And honestly, I haven't even watched football like the whole last season, man. I hadn't even watched football, any sports. I love hockey, man. Ice hockey. I play ice hockey. And the whole last season I missed it because it's all politicized now. It's all BLM and it's all this other shit. And it's not worth it. It's not worth my time. When I see a bunch of ice hockey guys that kneel on the ice, during the anthem, I'm like, fuck that. I turned it off, and I hadn't watched a single game since, man. And
Anthony says we are a country in distress, but I still have faith in President Trump. We all do, brother. We all do. We have faith in a lot of people here, but unfortunately, right now, it's just the beginning. Rick, continue onward, brother.
I have something here I wanted to share with you. I wanted to bring the attention, not only us, but the people that are watching and listening to us. I want you to understand that this Biden administration is basically gutting America financially right now. Right now, he is saying that he has a $4 trillion. Now, $1 trillion has 12 damn zeros behind it, okay? But he has $4 trillion. He has $4 trillion job plans. And why do we need it? What has happened within the 4 months that he's been in, 3 months that he's been in office, when we had the lowest unemployment a year ago without taxpayer money financing it? I want to know what the hell is going on that we need a $4 trillion job plan from this administration. Gordon, what's your thought on that?
The job plan is to continue to strip oil and gas.
Yeah.
And the $4 trillion job plan is to re-educate and retrain Americans on new clean energy. The $4 million job plan is to keep us so far
Trillion.
in the hole that we have no hope of ever coming back from it.
Nope.
A $4 million or $4 trillion job plan is nothing more than a Trojan horse
Excuse me.
to continue to gut essential workers and essential values from our country.
We're going to owe China because this is where the money's coming from. Follow the money. We're going to owe China for the rest of who knows how long. But the thing is, China has Joe Biden around the ankles. And when I say that is because that's where his balls are, around his fucking ankles. They have him by the balls. We're going to owe China forever. You know, I mean, dude, their policies, and this is Joe Obama, but like on crack steroids and vitamin B 15,000, and it's ridiculous. All the shit that Obama was pushing, Biden's doing the same thing, but it's like hype, man. It's 20 times worse than what Obama could ever dream of. But Obama is the puppet master, I guarantee you. Obama and Clinton, and you know what? I don't even think Kamala Harris is a puppet master at this point because she's too dumb to pull any strings. But I think all the elites, the Clintons and the Obama and all that mess right there, they're pulling the strings. And Joe's just going along with it because he's so senile and fragile. He has no clue he shit his pants 5 minutes ago. And, you know, he's just a puppet. That's it.
Eddie, what's your thought on this package deal on
You
that
know,
$4 trillion? How do you like your
I
money being
think
spent?
all of
like
America
that?
should be pissed off about that. I think all of America needs to wake up and understand that money isn't free.
Mm.
Okay. It comes from somewhere, and it doesn't mean that the United States just prints it out and that's the end of it. It doesn't work like that. It comes out of not only our pockets, it comes out of your pocket. It's going to come out of our children's pockets. It's going to come out of our grandchildren's pockets for quite a long time. That's an awful lot of money. Think of how long you've been working and how much money you've made since the day one. I think what we're doing is we're digging a hole right now that we're not going to be able to get out of.
Nope.
And I think it's bullshit. And I think everybody should be upset and pissed off. Gordon slipped out, by the way, so he'll be back here shortly, I hope. But I think we all need to wake up and we need to spread the word, and people need to understand that money is not free. This isn't free stimulus money that's coming our way. This is our money.
This is actually our grandkids' money.
Yeah, it's our grandkids' money.
The way we'll get out of this hole, Eddie, is with a rope that was made in China. That's it. Because everything, I'm telling you, everything's coming from China. You know, and I don't know what happened to Gordon, but he's probably pissed off. Gordon's passionate about the show, and he might have got pissed and hauled ass. Who knows? But I can't blame him because, man, I'm pissed too. And like you said, Eddie, the only thing we can do is spread the word. We can stand up all we want. Look, I'll stand up right now against this shit. It does us no good. It really don't. But the thing is, to spread the word and to get people, you have to convert people. That's the thing. I think that's the stand, and I think I'm answering that question I've been having on my own right now. I'm having an epiphany. I think we have to convert people's thinking because there's so many times I'll get on a liberal platform and call them out and say, all of you fuckers are delusional. Every one of you are delusional to what's going on. It's ridiculous. We have to convert people to get that mind frame going. And it spreads like wildfire, spreads like coronavirus.
But in order to convert people, in order to get the word out, James, we need to be able to get out. We are being hindered by Facebook and YouTube.
We are.
And
we're doing our part. We're
to
doing
their
our part
party.
right now. We're trying our best. We're doing our thing. We're doing our part right now.
Yeah,
We
and
have
unless
to get
people share this to their page or put this out on other platforms and other different pages that they might be on,
Yeah.
we're going to get out. Share it everywhere.
Put it on everything.
Everywhere. Let's make a coalition of people that are going to be here and help the group, help the team, spread the word.
Hey,
You know-
you know what? Here's another idea. How much is it to rent a billboard for a month? What, $400, something like that? You know, I don't know. I don't know the cost of a billboard, but I know on I-10 in front of my house, on I-10, you rent a billboard everybody traveling from Florida to California is going to see it. You put a billboard up there, say it's $400 in a month, get a bunch of people together and go in, chip in on it, and put it up there. Put a message up there, of how shit is so bad off. I pick the message. I don't know, pick something, but put it up there on a billboard.
Real quick, Anthony,
how cool would that be?
Talking about why we aren't trending. Anthony, listen, man, if you're on different platforms that will take us, share our page to them, please. Let them know that you listen to us, that you're a part of this group, part of this team, because we're all a team.
Absolutely.
We're a group of Americans that are over here fighting for what's right. Put us out there, share us wherever you can, so that we can get out and we can build and get enough people to start listening where we can start trending and get our voices out. Because all of us that are here right now, including in the chat group, have got to be able to get our voices heard. We have to be able to be put in different areas where people can hear us, where people can listen, where they can join up and listen to not only our live show, but our podcast as well. Go to anchor.fm and look for our podcast, Political Analytical. Anchor.fm.com or Anchor.fm, and pull it up and type in Political Analytical, and you'll have a list of all our podcasts, because we record this show and we put it out there. So you don't have to listen to Facebook. You don't have to listen to us live. But you can listen to our show anyway. And it's on Google, it's on Spotify, it's all over the place. But if we don't get out and we're being censored the way we are right now, we're not going to make it. So everybody needs to chip in and please do your part and help get our voices out so that people can hear what you have to say along with what we have to say. It's very
Facebook will not let him back in.
Oh, they booted him. See what I'm saying, people? We are being censored, and it probably won't be long before we're completely censored out of here.
Wow. So, okay, here's what I did.
Continue. Real quick, the podcast will continue even if Facebook cuts us off. And the podcast will be put out. Anchor.fm, or go to Spotify or even Apple. It's out there. They're not censoring us yet. So go there and pick up our podcast and listen to our shows.
What I had to do, Eddie, I can't, so Facebook won't let me, like when you send me the link to join in, I can't go through Facebook. It just says it won't support it. So what I have to do is copy the link that you send me and open it up through a browser. And I use DuckDuckGo, because fuck Google. I use DuckDuckGo, and that's the one that they don't censor anything. It's private search. I open my browser and I open this podcast through DuckDuckGo. And that's how I'm able to get on. Facebook won't allow me to jump on like this. Like it used to.
Yeah,
up until like a few weeks ago, but now I can't.
It's very sad, very, very sad that we're having to go through all this, and that our right to free speech is being hindered. But we need to keep it going no matter what. So remember, if you can't get us on here, you can find us on Spotify. You can find us on Anchor.fm. You can find us on Apple Podcast. We're all over the place. Okay, so whatever you need to do, share it out. Like after this broadcast is done tonight, the audio of this broadcast will be placed on a podcast show, and it'll be uploaded to Anchor.fm, and it's going to be going out to Spotify, to Apple, to all over.
Everywhere, yeah.
So keep that in mind. So look for us everywhere on all different platforms, and share not only this show live, but share the podcast. It's very important. So please.
And that's the beauty of it. You can grab this podcast and grab this recorded podcast and send it to all your friends and say, hey, what do you think about this podcast, man? Check it out. And if you like it, hell, send it to like 5 of your friends, and that's how you spread the word, and that's how things get out. We don't sell merchandise on this show. We don't do any of that shit. We're not sponsored by anybody. So we're not out on major, we're on major platforms, but we're not out to major audiences yet. So the way you do it is by word of mouth. We have to spread this thing like poison ivy or coronavirus. We got to spread this thing out just like that was, and that's the only way to do it is to share the link and the actual recorded shows to folks that and people of like mind, and hell, send it to liberals. That'd be great. Send it to somebody we can piss off, you know. And
Yeah, we've had them on the show before, all pissed off.
yeah. What was that dumbass?
Couple
Yeah,
times,
that guy.
yeah.
I remember that guy.
Mhm.
Yeah, he was fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what's amazing,
But
guys,
anyhow.
is that here we have a gentleman in the White House that we are calling president. Okay.
I don't call him president.
He said the other day on TV, he said, my son is the smartest man I know. Well, Mr. Hunter Biden this morning on CBS admitted on TV that he had smoked Parmesan cheese,
Oh my God.
thinking it was crack.
Is that what he said?
Now, I'm not sure
Parmesan
exactly.
cheese.
Exactly, yeah,
What?
on CBS. He smoked
What-
Parmesan cheese, thinking it was crack. This was on
Why would you
live
smoke
TV.
Parmesan cheese to begin with?
Tired of putting it on pizza.
Well, I have never no. Yeah. But this is the degradation
Okay.
that we're looking at as far as what is in the White House and who is in charge right now and what. Right now, gentlemen, we are the laughing stock of
Unfortunately, yes.
the world. We are not anywhere close to what we were 4 months ago, 5 months ago, when they paid attention to who the United States of America was. We have China now surrounding Taiwan, telling them this is what we can do because the USA is no longer there to protect you. We have border on the Ukrainian border. Over 100,000 troops have massed on that border because President Biden provided Ukraine with weapons.
Yeah.
This is what we have, gentlemen, is the fact. If we do not get on this airway, there was one thing that happened in 1944. And what happened was that the Nazi regime and the Nazi party took over the airways of that country.
Mhm.
That is how they spread their culture. That is how they spread their fear. And right now, gentlemen, there's a lot of people afraid. A lot of people afraid of what's going to happen tomorrow, what's going to happen next week.
Yep.
And we have to sit there and we have to delegate each other the fact that we need to be together. We need each other. I need you. I need Anthony. I need Christopher John. I need Gordon. I need Eddie. I need all of you to join me, to join us, and our ability to get the news out of what is actually transpiring in this
Amen,
our
Rick.
United States
Amen.
of America.
James, what do you got?
Man, I ain't got a whole lot more than that, man. I agree with Rick. You know, I think we're in a bind, and I think we're going to be in a bind for a little bit until I think 2022. Hopefully in 22, we have a shift in the House and we have a shift in the in Congress and all that. But man, I'm telling you, they're trying to pack the courts right now. It's going to make a totally biased, court delegation and everything else, and a court populace. But I think we're in a bind for right
Yep.
now. But just hang in there, folks. I mean, we were founded on principles and ideals, and I think we can keep it going. But it's going to take some. I don't want to start anything because I know we're being watched, but I think it's going to take some strong-minded individuals with very upbeat opinions. I'll say it like that. And, but just hang in there, guys. We're doing the best we can. We're trying to get this thing out to everybody. And, man, I tell you, it's crazy. It's crazy,
Now,
man.
real quick, James. Christopher John says we were lied about Germany. Just wanted to say people need to reinvestigate World War I and World War II. Yes, I'm here and I'm ready to join, but first people need to get on the same level of who our enemy is. Yeah, and unfortunately, Christopher, I think our enemy is right here with us.
Yeah, let me speak on that right quick. I think, Chris, Germany was lied to Germany. I had a kind of heated conversation today with somebody about, oh, well, we should just ban all guns. And I'm like, yeah, so they did that in Germany, and look how well that shit turned out. I think Germany was lied to Germany, and perhaps there is more history behind it. And I'll I'll go ahead and research that, and I'm glad he said that. So, Chris, if you can, real quick, comment what you think the lies were about, and I'd love to go back and research that because I'm a big fan of that. Of the history of Germany and Auschwitz and all that stuff. Man, I researched a lot of that stuff, so it'd be cool to hear that point, man. I think that would be cool. So whatever you feel like we were lied about, if there's something bigger, I'd love to know. I'm a big history buff, so that'd be cool, man.
Well, gentlemen, we are about
Yeah.
7 minutes to ending the show. So I think we should go ahead and start final thoughts. And we're going to start off with James Tubes.
Well, hell, I thought that was final thoughts.
Continue onward.
So no, it's cool, man. So here we go. No, it's all right, man. So
real quick, James.
Yeah.
Chris
So,
says Germany was disarmed after World War One.
Say again. What he said?
Germany was disarmed after World War One.
Okay. Yeah.
You can finish your final thoughts with that as well.
Well, I guess my final thought is I'm going to go in the house eating and research all this stuff because, like I said, I'm a big history buff about that. And the thing with that is history repeats itself. And the propaganda that was spread in Germany is the same type of propaganda being spread today, except they're not dropping shit from airplanes like pamphlets and things like that. They're dropping it on internet and they're dropping it on social media. And we're seeing a lot of bullshit. So when you go on social media, on Facebook, you need to look at all the ads and all the things that pop up, like the I am Greta, that little wench over there, this Greta chick, like who gives a shit? So if you look back in history with Germany, they had a little Greta back then too. And she was like the spokesperson for the SWAT, and the Nazis and all this stuff. And now they got this little Greta Thunberg chick who always looks constipated and pissed off. And I think she's another propaganda tool of the Democratic Party. And we're not seeing, gas chambers yet, but we're seeing, the rise of Democrats and the bullshit they stand for. So history repeats itself. And I think right now this White House is taking a page out of German history, and it's starting over, but it's here on our homeland. And so it's really interesting to see, it's scary too. It's quite scary, but
absolutely. James, real quick, Christopher wants you to friend him, and he'll give you some more information. So go to friend him if you would.
Yes,
Rick, you're next, brother.
I thank the people on our chat and everybody out there that listens to us. And I mean sincerely what I say. And we mean sincerely what we say on this show. Because I will not give up an America that I grew up in. I will not give in to anything that is happening right now with this, our American, basically our American history. I have a lot of friends. I have a lot of people that I know. And together, we need to band even further closer together, even as I speak. And that we're being watched. That we're being monitored. Since this group started a while back, Eddie started this group. It has grown and it has grown. And it's under the watchful eye of a lot of people, a lot of good people. But I will say that it's under the watchful eye of a lot of people that mean us harm too.
Mm-hmm.
And I would like to say that I will stand behind these people. I will stand behind this group of gentlemen and these people in this chat as long as I can, shoulder to shoulder with you, to let you know I love
Amen, Rick.
America.
And I just want to say real quick, everybody, remember, this is the United States of America. Never forget that. No matter what's being done to us, this is the greatest country in the world. You guys, that join up and watch us, religiously. And, we can't tell you how much we love you guys for being here for us and being here with us and standing shoulder to shoulder with us and taking the opportunity to voice your opinions on the show. I'd love to have each and every one of you on the show at some point in time where we can all speak our mind and be able to get the word out on as far as what's going on and maybe wake some people up.
Yeah.
But we've got to get this show out. I can't stress to you enough how important it is to get this out. And Anthony, I will take your advice. We will get an account
Indeed.
and
Yes.
and get this show on different platforms as well. We've been on for a while and we've been monitored almost from day one.
Absolutely.
It is a constant battle and a constant fight to get our voices heard. It's probably one of the hardest battles I've ever been in to be heard. It's crazy, and Anthony says, this was awesome. Thank you all for this. I really enjoyed it. Anthony, we enjoy you being here. Thank you so much, my brother. We appreciate you. We really, really honestly do. And we appreciate each and every one of you who comes over
we
here
do.
and listens to us and hears us rattle on every Sunday night. And I wish we could come in here more. I really do. And maybe at some point in time we'll be able to. But we need to get more people on here and more people listening. And get this show to where more and more and more people hear it and listen, no matter who tries to censor us.
Yep.
Remember, Spotify, Anchor.fm, Apple Podcast, we're on all of these. Look for Political Analytical because I don't know how much longer this show will be on Facebook. But at least our podcast will continue and we can continue our podcast. Gordon, I'm sorry you dropped out, but apparently he can't get back on. And I don't know. They may have put him in Facebook jail. Who knows?
Well,
But
tell them to copy the link and send it to DuckDuckGo and open it with DuckDuckGo through the link.
But you can give that a try, Gordon, and see if that helps out. But I'm sure Gordon would have a lot of choice words, as far as being able to say his last little statements.
Yep.
He says,
Gordon
Gordon just texted me. He says he's going to be in Facebook jail for a week.
Damn.
So he pissed off somebody on Facebook.
Somebody reported his ass.
Imagine
Damn
that.
it, Gordon.
Gordon, I don't know if you can hear us, but we do.
Damn, Gordon.
And Christopher says, I'll be making my own videos also soon, working on my studio deal. Great. Christopher, send them to us. We'll be happy to post them on here for you as well. And anything that's going to help get the word out, man, we're here. But y'all take care. And remember, they're taking away our rights one by one, little by little, so that we don't notice. Don't let a single one go away. Voice your opinion. Be heard. Because little by little, they're chipping away. And if you chip away at a tree long enough, it eventually falls. So let's not let that happen to us. Let's not let that happen to the United States of America. We're all patriotic Americans here. We all want what's best for our country and for our families. Let's fight to keep it. Christopher or Anthony says, I would love to be on the show. So yeah, we'll have to get you on here, Anthony. Definitely. I would love to hear your voice and hear your opinions. And Christopher says, damn, because he's talking about Gordon. And so anyway, gentlemen, y'all take care. And next Sunday night, remember, 8:00 p.m. we'll be on again. Please take care. Please stay safe. We want to see y'all back safely. Spread the word, spread the show, spread our podcast. By all means, please spread our podcast. Get it out there. Get it where people can listen and hear it. Spread the show. Tell everybody, what you think of it. Good, bad, or indifferent,
Yep.
Likes, dislikes, it doesn't matter. And if you have any comments or suggestions for us, please send them to us. We're happy to hear all of them. Until next Sunday, take care. We love you guys. Be safe. Stay strong.
Yes,
America's
indeed.
great. America will always be number one. So until then, adios from Political Analytical.
Later, guys.
Good night, gentlemen.